I got a $100 bill. Can you make that levitate? That is insane.
Beginning of the evolution, it seems. And we are here with creatures, and at the top of the pyramid.
Did you see it?
Oh
Carol
my
seems to
God.
have caught the attention of something else lurking in the woods.
Oh, it's two of them. If you look closely, you can see the glowing eyes, but then you can see like the socket, the eye sockets are like really, really deep.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But if you're going through something today, man, trust me, keep your head up. You got this. I know times be getting hard, bro. I know whatever you're going through, just know you're going to be able to get through it. Every dark night, man, there's a brighter day. Believe it. See it through. I believe in you. Nah, I don't believe in you. I know you got it in you to get this shit done or get through what you got to get through. You ain't by yourself. I be having my days too. Just know I'm praying for you and I hope you good. I ain't going to hold you though. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Eyes. The glowing eyes. That's not human. That's not human. That's definitely not human. Our eyes don't glow like that. And like, if you look closely, you can see the glowing eyes, but then you can see like the socket, the eye sockets are like really, really deep. That's not human.
Hell no, that shit ain't human, bro. I say skinwalker or something.
A, dolphins can make like little smoke rings that are made of water. And B, what do you mean that this man was underground for 3 days straight with no oxygen tank, taken against his will by 3 dolphins to build an underground city? So long story short, this Florida man was swimming in the ocean. 3 dolphins approached him. They took him really far out where he couldn't see anyone else. And then 40 feet under the water, he was there for 3 days. He was basically building an underground city for them. He was communicating with them with like they were clicking to him, and then that's how he knew what they were saying. And then when he came up to the sand, he started making a blueprint of everything 40 feet under. And he's not even done yet. They told him that they're gonna take him back for phase 2. But for phase 1, these 3 days, they were very satisfied with the work he did. We don't know how he was breathing, but I'm assuming that, you know, dolphins can make like air pockets, like air bubbles. Maybe a dolphin was near him and he was breathing that way. But when he went to the hospital, there was not really any collapsed lung damage, but he was 40 feet under the water and everything overall was okay. Like he had some stuff in his lungs, but nothing that was like too concerning. He was just dehydrated. But I'm like, what do the dolphins need? Why do they need Atlantis in the water in Florida? Also, it is illegal. It is illegal to like interact with dolphins because a lot of people are saying that they you can either get salmonella, you can get other diseases, and also they hold ancient secrets. So this man speaks dolphin. That's what I'm getting from this.
Do y'all believe him? Yes or no, and why?
Okay, so we are 3 months into 2026 and these are all the things that I'm already starting to believe. 1, the earth is definitely flat. 2, lizard people are real, and I'm pretty sure that they're also kind of demons, and I think that they're running the whole world, and they have been since the beginning. I think alien invasions have already been happening. There's no way that we landed on the moon. I don't even think we've been in space. This was a weird rabbit hole. Pigs might actually be fallen angels because they have human eyeballs and they can't look at heaven. I don't know about that one, but I'm just putting it all on the table. Project Blue Beam. That was also a pretty interesting rabbit hole. Everything in our history books was probably a lie, and the whole world was probably going to end up.
Right, that mind control slaves are permitted any except why? It's an excellent question. The effects on the brain are not conducive to mind control.
It doesn't mean you can't be traumatized and put under mind control. It just means it screws up the programming.
Because it actually opens neuron pathways in the brain. It expands thought. I'm not going to stand here and speak pro because...
No, because somebody be putting it in my car and popping me for it.
But I am anti because we see all these ads on TV and everything, and even Dole and Clinton in their campaigns are saying, what's a Dole said, as if it's so, because it is not conducive to mind control. They want it off the streets more than they want their, like, off the street. It's especially targeted. I don't promote the use of marijuana as a band-aid for mind control because, again, knowledge is our only defense against it.
And that is why episode 3 of my school talks about plant medicine. That's right. That is a plant medicine. I started my plant medicine journey in 2022, but I tried cannabis first time in 2017, and that is when my Saturn returned, and that is when my whole awakening started and shifting me into being able to tap into all these things and practice all these things.
When they tell you to look up, you look down. When they tell you to look left, you look right. When they tell you it's a good guy, in reality, it's a bad guy. Everything is upside down.
Some people ain't gonna want to accept some of that though.
So they're putting in the vape pens now? You heard that shit right. Read this right here, because there are confirmed reports from law enforcement that they're finding vape pens contaminated with, and there have already been overdoses. So if you have kids that are in high school or junior high school, you need to be paying attention to what the they're doing, because these sick people, they're targeting the younger generation, the ones that can't go into a smoke shop and go buy a vape. So these kids turn to the black market, and they'll get them at school. They'll get them somewhere. Somebody's going to be selling them. And if they're contaminated with, you might be getting one of them phone calls that no parent ever wants to hear. Remember when I was a kid, the only thing my parents had to worry about was me smoking bud. Now I got to worry about my kids getting a bad vape pen with on it. So you need to pay attention to what your kids are doing, because the last thing you want to do is be one of them parents.
How old were you when you found out if you feel it in your chest, that's fear? If you feel it in your stomach, that's intuition. If you feel it in your head, that's anger. If you feel it in your whole body, that's happiness. If you feel it in your muscles, that's anxiety. If you feel it in your face, that's embarrassment. If you feel it in your mouth, that's disgust. If you feel it in your throat, that's sadness. And if you feel it in your bones, that's truth.
I think that the being in a foreign country while some military and gang-related violence is happening is being misunderstood by many people. Do you think, is the cartel farming and eating babies? Are they eating babies? No? Okay. They're the good guys. I don't care. In my opinion, if they're not doing that, then they're the good guys.
Else lurking in the woods.
Oh, it's 2 of them. You got the deer's attention, but with your singing, which was nice by the way, you attracted something else. 2 of them. Oh no. This looks like a scene from Hills Have Eyes.
I ain't see the second one. I tried to, but I did. I seen the
We
first
may
one.
have evidence that he took her and replaced her with this woman. I want you to take a look at this and tell me if you see anything strange.
Kids' entertainment stuff made specifically for them, like even preschool shows, seem wildly imbalanced.
Sister, or we're in the car. Sometimes, like Who Says is one of the songs but I was 16, and that's more of a nostalgic feeling. But no,
That was Gina Davis, and people think she replaced Selena. But how is this happening? We've learned in the files that there is technology that literally can put one soul from one body and take it into another. We have heard this is their way of reincarnating, which is why many of these celebrities and politicians, you will see them look real similar throughout history in other bodies. Considering how different Selena not only looks, but how different she sounds, even her mannerisms, people are concerned. Do we still have the real Selena, or has she been gone for a long time? What do you guys think?
Got an American right here, guys.
I'm Mexican, and
Not
you should be
not
ashamed to live to doing all those things. I'm pretty sure if I do the same thing in your country, I will be in jail. So just you go and deliver those things back. You're stealing. You are stealing.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. And steal things like this for these people. No, no, stop.
That's pathetic. Yeah.
It's embarrassing, guys. And you.
I live here. I've lived here 3 years. I'm not gonna rob a place.
That's so embarrassing. And that one too.
Yeah.
But finally, he decided to come. Están robando las cosas estos gringos, güey. Sí. No, están robando las cosas. Lo estoy exhibiendo. Gracias. Well, these guys, they put the things back.
What's going on in Mexico to make to where it's okay for the Americans to come in and do that? Let me know, man. You know, I know it's gonna be somebody that's gonna say well, they come over here illegally. And all I'm gonna say is, it says a lot about how I think about life and people in the world, because I would never say no shit like that. Two wrongs don't make a right. If somebody else do some wrong, that don't mean you do worse than them. Because the person who would still say that would probably be the person that go to church and still praise God and, you know, be so religious but not living and standing on that when it's time to. Just because somebody do some wrong to you don't mean you got to do that shit right back or go lower. That's all I'm going to say. So just because they come over here illegally don't mean you got to go over there and steal, because I know that's going to be the comeback with somebody's shit. But and my other response to that would be, so if other people jumping off a bridge in your country, you going to go to theirs and jump off their bridge too? I'm just asking. Let me know your thoughts, bro. This shit wild. I pray for the world, man.
On the 30th of January 2026, the world changed, but most people didn't even notice. While you were scrolling through weather news, the US Department of Justice quietly pressed enter. 3 million pages, 180,000 photographs, 2,000 hours of surveillance footage. This isn't Reddit conspiracy theory. This is Jeffrey Epstein's official archive, hidden for years under national security classification. We thought we knew the financial flows, strange reports, connections to the intelligence services of 3 countries. These 3 million pages shatter the main myth. Epstein didn't work alone. He was just a manager. He had handlers. He had a roof that allowed him to the law for decades. And these people are still in power. If you think this doesn't concern you, you're naive. The people in these lists run the economy, your social media, and your elections. And now we have proof that they were all hanging on one monster's hook. I've read through these files. What you will see next will destroy the image of your heroes forever. This isn't just an investigation. This is an autopsy of the world elite's corpse. We'll show you the mechanism, how power is bought, how alibis are fabricated, and why the world's richest people are trembling with fear before a dead man, or possibly not dead. Ready to find out who really runs the world? But before we start, I ask you to support our efforts with a subscription, because we really did analyze terabytes of these documents. Let's start from zero. Who gave him the keys to the kingdom? Let's deal with the main lie we have been fed for 30 years. We were told Jeffrey Epstein was a financial genius, the whiz kid from Bear Stearns, who made money out of thin air through complex algorithms and currency swaps. This is complete nonsense.
So I'm gonna keep it all the way honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's 2 people in that clip that I had to take out. The reason why is because either the comment section gets to jumping too crazy, like they can't accept it, even if the proof was right there, which there was some proof in there, but also I get hit with some things on this channel that won't fit YouTube's guidelines. You get what I mean? And I you know, we got to keep the content coming, so I got to take some of that out. But yeah, it was 2 people, some things he had said. I got to take those things out. So go figure who those 2 people is. And from now on, when y'all see certain content, there won't be an area. I can't even. There's a certain country I can't post about. You get what I mean? And I won't post about it. Every time I do and I post, I get an additional 24-hour review on the videos. So we're gonna remove that altogether. So that ain't coming out no more. So just letting y'all know for future reference. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man, about this last clip. Y'all let me know y'all opinions.
Now that you know reptilians walk among us.
Man, them blue eyes been tricking my people for 600 years, man. You just showed me your cousin and told me that's a reptile, man. Now some of my people might be fooled, like, yo, y'all stop acting like he look like his eyes not about to flip back and turn another color. That dude look like he just spawned straight from reptile world. He just shed his scales and he'll be flying in the sky by tonight. He looking at you with those blue eyes, trying to trap you in his portals.
Yo, apparently dinosaurs is popping out in 2026. I thought these went extinct. And I heard the theory that dinosaurs not real. Y'all let me know about this video, but on phonograph, shit is crazy.
I think they've created them on an island somewhere. That's what I think.
What is the hardest substance you've ever taken, and how was that experience?
Okay, the hardest I've ever tripped was my first time ever tripping, which was
interesting.
And it was very interesting. Smoked it and inhaled, held it for as long as I could because that was the instructions. 30 seconds later, everything went pitch black.
Whoa.
And I lost everything. I had no memories, I had no name, I had nothing. And then I met aliens and they told me everything was going to be okay and they told me to come with them. But I didn't because I was not ready yet. When I came back into my body, I met the aliens and then they told me all of this stuff and they were like, come with me if you would like to know more. And I was like, I am not ready yet. So I turned back around and I saw my body and I was like, oh wait, that's the first thing I recognized. And I like tried to reach out and touch my body and then I felt it on myself. And then I was like, what the hell? And then I looked and it was my hand and then I looked back and extended for infinity, forever. And then I was launched back into my body and I was like, oh my God, like what the just happened to me? And I was just like processing like everything, feeling my legs, like as if for the first time I've ever felt legs before. I got up, splashed water on my face in the bathroom, looked at myself in the mirror, and everything was just psychedelic madness crazy around my body. And I still could not remember my name. And then my homie was like, yo, Dane, are you good? And then like right then, it like everything launched back into me, remembering my memories, and was like, oh my gosh, I just did psychedelics. I have no idea what I just did. Holy shit, where was I, you know?
Yeah, that ain't something I want to try. I don't want to trip at all.
The beginning of the evolution, it seems. And we are here with creatures, and I'm at the top of the pyramid.
She creeps the shit out of me.
Did you know that on April 3rd, 33 AD, there was a lunar eclipse and there were a bunch of earthquakes in Jerusalem? Did you know that Jesus also died that day? Because I didn't know that. I didn't learn that in school. But anyways, this is my driver, which I also didn't learn in school. This is self-taught.
Okay, what if I told you that the New York Post just published something that is sending mainstream historians and archaeologists for a complete loop? They are literally fuming right now because they just talked about the existence of ancient giants. That's right, actual, real, gigantic people. Now, the article comes out with resurfaced 3,300, actually, that's interesting, 3,300-year-old Egyptian document hints at biblical giants being real. I find it interesting that they say they hint at it, because last I checked, in ancient Egypt, you can see depictions like this. And you may be thinking, is this like perspective? Like this guy's up close, that guy's way far away, you know, hundreds of feet away, so he looks small. But then what would you say to this one? Because that's a cow, and that's a guy taller than 4 cows. And then the real kicker, again, carved in stone, ancient Egypt, that's a foot. Now this of course is AI, but we're talking that kind of height. If not bigger, if you do some equation here, how tall would you be if your foot's that big compared to that normal sized human? So why would they hide giants from us? Is it because it would contravene the official narrative of how our Earth came to be and what happened in the last couple thousand years? Also notice it doesn't say several 100,000 or 1 billion years ago, because, well, how old is the Earth really? Now, we have been deceived about so much, it's not even funny.
I'm going to keep it honest with y'all. Those who are at the top want to rewrite history because they were never at the top. They just so happen to get lucky and be in the position that they in. So it would make sense on why they would want to rewrite history and make it seem like they did it all. Because they never did nothing. The person who never has had power is always the one who's trying to abuse it. Let me know y'all thoughts.
I'm a Zionist. Of course we know Jeffrey Epstein is alive. He was our biggest asset on getting blackmail on America. We wasn't about to let bro die. I'm a Zionist. Of course all the US presidents work for us. And the ones that felt like they were too good for us, we offed them. I'm a Zionist. Of course we worship Baal. Why do you think we got the US to bomb Iran? They burned a statue of our God. I'm a Zionist. Of course we sacrifice children. Baal requires innocent bloodshed to give us what we want. Money and power. I'm a Zionist. Of course Epstein Island was just one of our operations. We're still doing this stuff. And no one's gonna do anything about it. I'm a Zionist. Of course I'm a Zionist. Of course we start global pandemics to create widespread panic. That's to instill more government control. I'm a Zionist. Of course I'm bringing the mark of the beast. I'm a Zionist. Of course the 200 fallen angels are real. That's who's really in charge. I'm a Zionist. Of course we have blackmail on Donald Trump. Why do you think we can always tell his ass what to do? I'm a Zionist. Of course we control the media. Our whole purpose is to get everyone to believe that 10% of the world's opinions is 90% of the world's opinions.
What if we were to set fire to a Baal statue in America? Which I think they'd do to us. Let me know.
So I found this on the beach a few weeks ago, and I posted a video of me digging it up, and it has caused a little bit of confusion for a few thousand people. Some people think it is a whale. Some people think it is a dragon because of the horns and the forward-facing eyes. And then some people are saying it is a Pokemon. They are convinced. If you have any idea what this is or what you think it is, let me know in the comments. We're still kind of trying to figure it out. I have other pictures if you want to see them. Just message me or leave a comment and I'll post them in the comments.
What y'all think that is? Is it buried into the in the sand?
China's gone dark. Their military, their fighter jets have not flown over the skies of Taiwan in now 10 days. I've also have reports, guaranteed reports, that their nuclear submarines have now crossed into the Arctic alongside Russia's. They are pressing into the homeland of mainland America. Do you know what comes next?
Don't say it.
Don't step off the trail.
Hell no. Not I. Let me tell you right now, if I was to turn around and I saw a homeboy wasn't standing there, I'm fucking Forrest Gumping my ass back to the car, okay? Because you ain't gonna catch me being the fucking stereotypical white boy in a fucking horror film, alright? Would I look like a fucking idiot? Don't answer that. I swear to God, if you got some shit to say.
Facts, I would have hauled ass right back to the car, bro. I remember that.
Exodus happened in America. Moses grew up in Egypt, the real Egypt. The Nile in Africa does not match the biblical Nile. It flowed into the Egyptian Sea. Look, and it is supposed to have 7 tributaries. The Nile of today does not. And America has much more pyramids. The Bible states that there were over 600,000 military-aged men roaming through Egypt in Exodus, which means there were millions of people if you include the wives, the children, and the elderly. Yet there is no evidence of this in modern-day Egypt. California is depicted as an island in all the older maps, and the California or Baja Sea is called the Red Sea. The Jesuit maps depict California as a peninsula by 1698. California finally looks how it appears on the maps today by the 1770s. California cannot return to its natural state due to all the dams and levees. Egypt is Hamite land. Mitzrayim is a son of Ham. Hamite land stretched from the Mississippi River to the west coast. When Moses split the Red Sea, he was leading the Israelites into California, aka Canaan, the son of Ham. Canaan had 11 sons. Sidon is Sedona. Phoenicians are from Phoenix. Sedona and Phoenix were on the coast of the Red Sea. The Red Sea of today is the Arabian Gulf. Look, the Hittite Canaanites were from Canada, or Canada, as you can see here. These are Hittites. These are Hittites. They will die with the lie that this is their land. After the Israelites cross over the Red Sea, they stop in Elim for water. California has thousands of springs. Then they reach Mount Sinai, which is ironically near Joshua Tree. The first 5 books of the Bible are the books of Moses. Then Joshua takes over after the death of Moses. The Canaanites crossbred with the Nephilim, the fallen angels, which produced the Anakim and Rephaim, which were hybrids. Half giant, half human, like Goliath or King Og. Joshua and the Israelites failed to completely wipe out the giants and Canaanites. Some of these giants and Canaanites were very skilled and had iron chariots. Maybe they were tanks of some sort. And not all of them were evil. The Southwest has recovered the most giant skeletons. Giants are the descendants of the Nephilim, or fallen angels, Los Angeles. This giant was found in Southern California and was acknowledged and purchased by the Smithsonian. It was discarded as a fake even though they bought it after scientists examined it. There were dozens of findings, if not hundreds. Look, Western America has the most on Earth. See? That's why there was the Isle of Gigante. That's why Ezion Geber means giant backbone. The oldest and tallest cedars are in the Northwest. The cedars were sent from King Hiram to Solomon to build the temple. Hiram was up here. It makes sense to float the trees down the Red Sea. This only makes sense in American geography. This doesn't. That's why this was found in Brazil. Cedars in modern Lebanon are too small and too forked for lumber. Look, these are perfect. California has the oldest trees, though one was cut down by mistake, as well as the largest trees on Earth. These are mentioned in Isaiah. Look, do you see? And Hosea. America is the old world. There are no pyramids on African maps until almost 1600.
So let me tell you why daylight savings is some bullshit. First of all, they manufacturing time for no actual reason. Theoretically, they wanted to conserve energy and fuel for war. World War I and World War II. So the United States permanently adopted it back in 1966. And on what, my boy? For some nukes, bombs, bodies. So now you losing an hour's sleep. Now you losing an hour of sleep because they want to conserve fuel for war.
Wait a minute. That made no sense at all. I need to find this man and learn the truth. So should I stay or should I go? Okay, so we made it to Portland, except there's one small problem. I have no idea where to find this guy. Everything online says that he just hangs out inside of a bookstore in Portland. To the bookstore we go. Well, I found the bookstore. Now I just gotta go find him. Oh, There he is. Hey, you're a magician, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? You can make something levitate right now.
You bet I can.
I got a $100 bill. Can you make that levitate? That is insane. So for 20 years, you've been brightening people's days.
I try.
If you have one message to give to the world right now, what would you have to say?
Make people smile.
All right, man. Well, we have a donation for you. We got $600 for you, man.
Good looking out.
Oh, man.
You guys are making prayers come true, man. My God.
Facts. That's dope.
Love seeing the people waking up. Take a look at this clip for more info, and bless you all.
And my commander-in-chief, Donald J. Trump, said it March 2023. People should learn to listen to President Trump. He never lied. He always pulled it through. And he said, I will totally obliterate the deep state. Those were his words. Now, he said that already after it was done. It's not visible yet. Elon Musk is gone. Look at the dude. It's not Elon Musk anymore, isn't it? Look at Macron. This is not Macron. Look at the official pictures of the Elysee. It's not Macron anymore. They're gone because the US military and over 30 military forces without their leaders are under the control and command of the United States. And the US Space Force is the coordinating.
So you're saying this is like Q stuff. You're saying there's been a coup against the globalists?
No. Excuse me. How many fighter jets did Klaus Schwab command, or some Elon Musk, or some Bezos? How many warships? Come on.
None.
Okay. No. They're finished. Our problem was the satanic globalists, the Vatican, the Zionists. It's been handled as
well. What do you make of Elon Musk? Because he's certainly turned against the globalists. He thinks they're done.
No, that's not Elon Musk anymore. It's not Elon Musk. He's gone. Elon Musk is fake news. Elon Musk told people we go to Mars. People, please think. Did you see that rocket ship, that piece of metal, with traditional so-called rocket fuel? You want to go on a 7-month voyage? It's all fake news. The moon landing was fake. We know it now, of course. President Kennedy got wind that they were lying to him, and President Kennedy's alive. He's Q, actually. He's alive. And John JFK Jr. is alive, too. He's the best friend of our
No, that's true. I'm just saying, you're saying Elon Musk has been killed and is a fake?
It's gone. But look at the photos. People, please, look at the photos of the dude. It's not Elon Musk anymore. It's not. It's not.
Where's Hillary Clinton?
She's gone. I just published... she's gone. I even published the execution shot in Guantanamo Bay. She's gone. She was executed.
Oh, you have a photo of her being executed?
It's in my video. It's coming out tonight on Rumble. I have all the photos of the people executed. Obama, Clinton, Joe Biden. They were traitors. Clinton. Okay, here's the deal for you, Alex. 2016, we had an election. And Hillary Clinton, the Clintons, wanted to steal it with the deep state. They wanted to kill us earlier with COVID, by the way. But thanks to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks and the US military intelligence and General Flynn and special operations, they were able to make a counter coup against Hillary Clinton and catch her. They caught her red-handed, and President Trump said it. We caught them all red-handed. Obama knew it. Clinton knew it. Joe Biden knew it.
No, I agree with you. The globalist power structure is falling. You can see that everywhere. I get nothing but love.
They're gone. They're gone. Klaus Schwab is gone. He's executed. Gone. Our Delta forces took him out with the Swiss military coordinated. The Swiss territory is under full control of the United States military right now as we
I forgot to tell you, this is for entertainment purposes completely and only. None of this is factual. This is only things that I looked up and had fun with, okay? I don't know if any of this is true. Yo, what's up? So, as the highly requested, they're usually just classified files for a company like that just takes all the information of whatever it's about and like puts it into a file for this, whatever company it is. For this particular thing, when it has to do with the Epstein files, you guys already know the company that starts with the A and then ends with an E and does a lot of genetic modifying and chemically changing human bodies and testing, right? All of this is linked back to the Epstein files in terms of money being transferred, given, received from these different entities, okay? So what I thought was scary is that so many people go missing every year and none of us are really talking about it because we can just keep throwing numbers out there, but I'm not really seeing the parents of these children or where they came from, right? So it looks like after I've dug all this stuff up, it kind of looks like they just have different cells in different parts of our country and then in different countries, and they have to keep up a quota, and per week or per month they are taking per child for whatever. They have the child's birth date, they have the child's blood type, they have the child's if it's if it's efficient to what they're looking for, so they'll get like a rating. It's got a child's disposal date, which is really sad. I think you guys know what that means. And it has a child's date where it says, it has a line where it says if they were to off themselves or not. So all of these are put in place for all these children, so they already know what they're supposed to be doing. But again, birth date, age, it says where and what country they came from, and there's only really 4 countries they're coming from mainly in this file, okay?
That was a long clip, so we had to cut it short. Go check it out. You want the longer version.
So I'm seeing a lot of people ask what the CYM files are. And it's another important thing, similar to the Epstein files, that everybody needs to go check out. Whatever you do, don't be using ChatGPT and Grok without checking them out for yourself. Because as of right now, Grok is still telling me that the Pizzagate is a baseless lie conspiracy and created by QAnon and shouldn't believe it. And we know how true that is. I feel that if you are capable of handling this material and not letting it get too overboard with you, go check it out, because what they are doing to these children is absolutely disgusting, unspeakable. But it needs to be talked about because we need to end this. So I'm pretty sure everybody on here has probably seen Monsters, Inc. Yes, the kids movie. Well, you remember how in Monsters, Inc., all the monsters would have the kids in the rooms, and they would have to have a scare contest, and what they would collect is their screams? This is essentially the same thing that they're doing to these kids. They're torturing them, getting their adrenaline high in their blood. It's taking their blood. Look, you can see for yourself. There's a list of kids' names, when they were taken, when they were disposed of, their type of blood that they have, their birth date, and I guess what they think is it's making them younger. I don't know if it actually does anything, but these are kids we're talking about. Anyways, I'm going to go through some CYM files so that you can see what we're looking at. It is very disturbing. Alright guys, so I hadn't actually seen this page in detail, but obviously I wanted to be able to produce something so that you guys could see. This is on the DOJ website. Here you see where they came from. And they're calling these places detention centers where they keep them, and they're calling the kids inmates. You see that? Inmate. And then you go over here, age, average age, 8 and 4. Origin, Canada, Costa Rica, Mexico, United States. And this is how many came from each. I don't know what this production quite means, but I guess we can find out together. Oh. Well, there's 1-year-old there. Not that they're all children. I'm just saying. We have no age limit. Adrenochrome, pure, 100% natural. So there was things that I had looked up online, and it was like, that's a baseless conspiracy, because why would they be taking it from children when they can make it synthetically? That's what Grok told me. But right there, it says, Adrenochrome, pure, 100% natural. And as you saw, all those kids, I'm wondering if these are all the kids that are missing. I'd love to know. If you were friends with me on my other page, you would have known I started with missing children and UFOs. This is so disturbing. I guess this is how they're building their labs. What? Dump body. I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound good. These people are so gross. Well, that's just proof right there. Minimum order you can get is 1,000. Why would you need 1,000 body bags?
Day to survive. But now, with the heat in control, nobody will have to work. Not even housewives. What will people do all day? Oh, why, just sit home in their geek-filled houses, eat geek-prepared meals, and spend the whole day watching movies and sporting events on their geek television sets.
But that means actors and athletes will still have to do their job.
Listen to this.
No, the actors and athletes won't be real people. They'll be electronic images programmed to go through the motions of a play or a variety show or an athletic event.
Hey, imagine.
Hold
Joe
on.
Namath can sit at home and watch
Hold
himself
on.
playing
I'm
a
going to
football
rewind
game.
it.
Athletes won't be real people. They'll be electronic images programmed to go through the motions of a play or a variety show or an athletic event.
Hey, imagine. Joe Namath can sit at home and watch himself playing a football game that he never really played.
That's all.
Why is Epstein Island in a kid's video game? So I was at a yard sale this morning, right? And I'm looking through this pile of Xbox games and I see this and I'm like, wait, is that literally Jeffrey's Island? And it is literally a game for like toddlers. It's like Leo, Lily, Andy, just little kids. And you have to like explore this treasure island.
A new person! Welcome to Fun Island!
Fun Island?
Best friends and play
I feel
forever.
so weird.
Explore!
The fact it's aimed at kids too, like,
Here, watching you.
that is so creepy.
Run along to the pizza party and...
Pizza party? Are you serious? See, they always hide this stuff in plain sight. And the fact that this game is like, I don't know, it came out like 6 years ago and nobody said a thing. Bro, you cannot tell me that's not the exact same temple on Little St. James. That's not a coincidence. They hide it in plain sight, always. They always do this.
Yeah, in my opinion, that shit's wild. Shouldn't be done at all. Bro, this world is crazy. Again, we all ask for them files. Some still don't believe who in them files. And we still got this shit going on today. Now we got the CYM files. What the bro, this world is crazy, bro. Y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all, Collective. Till I see everybody in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount.